And yeah, we will be starting the stream in just a moment. I just wanted to give a bit of a moment here. This is from Alpha 16. I built this castle a long time ago. And it's, yeah, it's in the past. But, I don't know, maybe one of these days we'll build another awesome castle. Anyhow, today we're going to do some modding. I have a plan to do a flag real quick for an awesome person. And I want to do some testing of my mod. I've been adding some things. I'm going to take one last look through the mod list and see if there's something more I want to add. Because I've added a bunch of the various entities, so that's awesome. And we might copy one of the POIs I made and turn it into a newer version with robots inside and add in zombies. We'll see how that goes. And I was also maybe thinking finishing a POI of a giant gun thing. Okay, anyhow, let's turn this off and get something underway here. All right, so okay, so Ben Gaming, an awesome fella from he's often frequencies Nerdlet's channel, but also he's been showing up in my Discord. He wanted me to make him a flag because I've got a bunch of flags that I once made, and yeah, I figured, yeah, sure. I don't make flags for everyone. For a while there, I was doing it only for like Patreon supporters and stuff, and friends of the channel, like people who've been around for a while or just generally like awesome people. But yeah, so that's sort of what I'm doing here. So yeah, we're just gonna quickly run through all this here. I'm not necessarily gonna like talk about everything in here, but what I want to do is I want to do that, and then we want to basically what I want to do is just make this as big as I can here so that it fits pretty well. Scale on the flag size. Now, the flag that I've been using is sort of a default one that Zith had originally used for the size of the texture, which was 20 by 48 by 1024. And so we have that. Now, oftentimes people will have little icons and stuff, you know, in sort of a square format. And then I just have to do some bits and whatnot of magic just to make it look awesome. Now, this is more, I think this is more of a, maybe it's a test run to see how this goes. But we'll see. Oh, so, bam, now we got that. And I think I can just go file, save, file, export as, fun with flags, and no, not exported FBXs. Yeah, I think we'll just put it here. Mr. Ben PNG export, boom, like that. Export, and that should just take a moment. And we'll minimize this guy and go up. Yeah. Okay, then we need to go over to Unity, and I can probably close this one. This is my various, a lot of the different blocks and stuff I've used over the years, but it's the things I'm still working on. But yeah, we're gonna want this one. I did this one for Papa Bear Gaming. He asked for a flag at one point, and I did that. So what we want to do is find the basic flag in here. I guess we'll just use the Canada flag. We'll take this one here, we'll make that one go Morse! Doing more than they are 100. Okay. How's it going? I don't think I've ever chatted with you unless you changed your name. You were someone else before. Devs. Oh, devs. Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to say too much crap about it because I'm on some servers with them and stuff, but modders in general, the community has done a lot. We'll give it that much. So, let's see here. Canada flag. We got that guy. Okay, so now we need to make ourselves a brand new texture. It's been a while since I've made a flag. It's, yeah, been up to so many other things. Game dev, my own. We want to rename this Mr. Ben. Boom. And then we're going to want to find, I think it's in here. Yeah, that guy. Great. These are all of those things. We want to go to materials, we want to go to Mr. Ben, and then we want to go here. Then we want to drag the pictures into the right places, and we want to put them somewhere else too. Flag shader. This is my own flag. Should work still. I think this is the right project. I was having a hard time finding the right project file because I've got a few places where I had Unity for a while. It switched where it was saving them, and it's kind of a bugger. Anyways, let's see what you're saying here. Vorse, you have... I don't have 7 days. I used to... I can't find it in the files. Huh. Well, I mean, you could always just download it, I guess. If you have it from Steam, I suppose. If you have it from somewhere else, that could be an issue, eh? Yeah, because there's a few places where you can get it. Yeah, anyway. I'm looking for, there's like a canvas material that I've got somewhere in here. Well, let's add this flag material. First off, we need to copy this. Copy, paste, and then we call this one Mr. Ben. And then we're going to put this in the game, and we'll take a look at it. So we have capital M, no period, capital B for Ben. Those are important things we need to know later on. Bam. Okay, we're gonna hide that one, and then we have this guy, and then we have the Mr. Ben flag. Now, the texture here isn't the same. Oh, here it is, flag base. Okay. We have to go here, and then you have to hit flag base, and we're gonna put that in normal height map, I believe. Boom, maybe new. Like, do I have it in these other ones? We've got. Oh, whoa, Vorse, you subscribed. That's awesome. Hope to see more of you around. That'd be awesome. I actually have been doing some bad things on my channel. My channel has mostly been 7 Days to Die for like years. And then recently I've been playing other games. Kind of because it's got a little bit burnt out on 7 Days to Die. So I was trying some other games and stuff. And recently I've just like driven a lot of new subs away by just doing lots of Subnautica. But I'm kind of switching that up now because I've kind of worked my way through most of the game. And I'm just going to be releasing a few more episodes of those over the next couple of months instead of like day after day after day. Because I think it's a better thing to do. Okay. Anyway, back to modding. Come on, you. Okay. Which was the last one I did? It was this one here, and that's this material. We have the normal and the height, and the metallic is black. Okay. Fantastic. So instead, we're going to take this normal map, put that there. That adds this canvasy texture to it. I don't know how well that comes out on the stream, but makes it a little bit better. And then oftentimes I adjust the smoothness down. I don't know. It's kind of tough to say because depending on the material you're using, right? Like if it's cotton, sometimes it's not very shiny, but if it's like a polyester, they can be a little bit more shiny. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, we have that. That I think is metal because specular. No, it's specular. Okay, yeah, sure. Which I think I put in metallic. Yeah, look at that. See, now it's like super shiny. And we need to probably turn the smoothness back down. I don't know. What do we have for, say, this one? No. That one. Down to 0. Specular and height map. Okay, cool. Where's the height map, though? Is this it? That's ambient occlusion. Displacement. Ah, there it is. Okay. Boom. And we turned that to 0 down. See, on my flag, I had turned it down pretty much all the way. Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent as is. All right, let's make mine go away. Let's bring Ben's back. Hit play. And yeah, you can see it moving around. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, so this is using the cloth material in the game, and it's using a mesh. It looks a little bit weird if you're viewing it from the top, because it's actually it's like 2 meshes that are kind of on top of each other. It's just kind of what you got to do. You got to make a double-sided mesh for it generally to show up pretty well in the game. So yeah, anyway, that looks pretty decent. So now what we need to do is we need to find our prefabs. I'm gonna bring this down to a prefab. Make it an original, thanks. And then we are gonna export this, and then I've just got to do the quick XML bits, and we'll try it out in the game, as well as seeing a bunch of other stuff in game. Jacklish, how's it going, man? Haven't seen you for a while. I'm glad you're showing up. Yeah, what's new with you too? Alrighty, I want to. I think the multi-platform one is a pretty good one still. This is the wrong mod. This is in my biomes mod. I'm gonna go to flags and resources, and we're gonna call that flag Mr. Ben .unity 3D, and it's called flag Mr. Ben over here. So we want those 2 names. I generally do them the same because then I know how to put them in the game easier. It just makes it easier for me. So yeah, it's really weird. I see you guys like chatting, but I don't see you connected on this thing over here. And this YouTube, why are you so weird sometimes, man? Hell yeah. Like, I'm live right now. We're doing that. I'm gonna have to mute this real quick. Hopefully it doesn't cause any problems. Hell yeah. There we go. Yeah. So thank you guys for hitting the like buttons. That's awesome. One watching now. Okay, cool. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I was just checking over here on my live stream on YouTube, because sometimes it's a bit weird. And it probably even says that I'm playing the wrong game. Goingto. Oops, I gotta put a space there. Whatever. Get off my screen, thingamajig. Okay, we did that. Let's bring it into the game. Let's minimize this guy. Now we need to go to my mods. We need to bring up flags. We need to go resources just to double check. Flag. Cedar, Unity, Zith, Mr. Ben. There it is. Marvelous. We bring it into here. We go. It'll be blocks and recipes. I think all 3 of these do need to be opened up. And then I'll have to separate all this stuff later if I want to send him just like a singular modlet. Just the easy way to go. I got my 2nd shot and I feel beaten up. Oh, so called off tonight. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I don't know what the 2nd shot is going to be for us. Like, I got mine, and then on the 3rd day, I was like, by the time evening rolled around, I was like done. But then it got better. Now I feel fine. And yeah, hopefully it's still good. So we'll see. One of the other things I've been doing in the mod is adding in prefabs. This one is from the combo pack, though I'll talk about that later. Been having some trouble with it. So, and this is from my bicycles on a stand one, which has also given me weirdness. More understandable though. More understandable why it's probably like that. But anyway, we'll talk about that. I hope, and maybe remind me if you actually are really interested. But okay, anyhow, all these flags are essentially the same thing. Let's take the nerdlet flag. See, and then we just got to copy the XML here and change some names. Oops, Mr. Ben. And most of this stuff actually stays the same. Here we go. Down here. Mr. Ben. Did I say Mr. Benny? That's not right. And that should also be lowercase. We have to have the case matched correctly, otherwise it doesn't work. Mr. Ben. There we go. Now this should, oh wait, custom icon. I didn't make a custom icon. We'll have to do that. I can probably do that afterwards. Custom icons are not that big of a deal. It's mostly just scaling them down to a small size, which is 60 by 60 now. Oh no. Man, some of the stuff, like, so many details in modding, and if you don't do it like all the time, so many things you forget. Like right now, it's like, so what I'm talking about is like, these are the sizes of these little icons, right? Now, ideally, these are the right size for the particular images, so they look right. Okay, so it's 160 by 80, I think, is the right size. So once they're the right size, then you can, you know, do the better things with them. Looks like the Jawoodle one is a bit big, like huge big. I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't have to. It's fine. It scales fine. Okay, anyhow, configs. So that one was blocks. So we've added Mr. Ben's block now, but basically this just tells it it's a metal material. This is for when you're actually looking at the display things in the game. It is a multi-dimensional block, meaning that it takes up more than one block space. It's more than just one cube, like a frame. It's actually 5 high, so yeah, terrain decoration is true. Path, I believe it means that the zombies can go on it. Stability support is false. It doesn't. You can't put anything on it. Doesn't support anything. Only simple rotation is true because you don't want it to be on its side. You can pick up. Yeah, why not? Collide collides with player movement, melee, bullets, arrows, rockets. Yeah, that's right. And you get stone from harvesting it, and metal pipe, and scrap iron. I should probably also put cloth in these, but not that big of a deal, really. Oh, description key. We got Mr. Ben. I gotta change that to Mr. Ben. That is a thing from localization here. And that is this. We have to do that. There's also little things that just have to kind of like get done. Yeah. Mr. Ben. I didn't do one for Papa Bear Gaming in here. I think it's because I just passed the flag directly onto him. Oh well. Now, I forget how this works. I can't remember if I can put that in there like that. Mr. Ben. It may have to be like this. I think that's right. And Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben's flag. Oh my gosh. So many like just little friggin' things. Mr. Ben. Okay, good. Now then, save that, and then we're gonna go into the game thing. If you guys don't like, if people who are watching this later on are not quite interested in all these like small details, you can skip ahead a little bit, and we'll be playing some of the game. You know, just because that'll be easier here. So these are blocks. This is data configs. These are actual legit blocks, which should probably go over there. I was looking at that later. Combo pack, blocks, recipes, items. I don't know if I need to make any items. Canvas, flagpole, nope. Items is not a thing. We just need to copy, paste in a recipe so that it's recipeable. And once again, Mr. Ben. Good. Save. I think that's it. Lots of things, but I believe that's it. Yep. Alrighty. Let's see here. Image. Scali image to 160. Bam. 80. Scale. We want to export this as something or other. And over into... No. My M.2 drive. M.2. Is it M.2? Program files. Theme. Common? No, Steam apps. This is where your game lives. So Steam, if you're not following, it's like this is where Steam has your games, the actual files for them. So all the way down to here. There. Man. And flag a thumbnail. That should work. Bam. Export. Don't save. I'm gonna be confident here, and I'm just gonna close all that stuff up. Goodbye. And I'm even gonna do that here. I'm just gonna be like, oh, save that, please. Like, yeah, I've got this. This is no problem. We got this. Boom, play. So yeah, we'll also take a look at some of the other things that I'm working on. Now there might be a problem because I reloaded the mech mod, and it was giving me guff earlier. I haven't tested it, so that's part of what these streams are about. Is me testing these mods, making sure that things are okay, you know. So let me see here. We want to go to channel. Just go to that one. Okay, good enough. How is this? This is all looking good. Okay. Continue game. Patrick Moore! Thank you for the subscribe. I assume you're lurking, and that's okay if you're lurking. Lurkers are welcome. You don't have to talk. But thank you for the subscribe. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Oh, man, I missed a moment. There's like, oh, got it. Whew, good. Sometimes there's this like magic moment where you need to like hit F1 so you can see all this stuff. I load this up because then I can see where things are red and where things are yellow and where things are white. That's the best part about it, right? And so this way we can see what the warnings are, what kind of errors there are. And trust me, even at this stage, things can go terribly wrong. So I think what could happen if the mod for the mechs doesn't find one of the files, that could be a problem. But I think I downloaded them all. I may have missed one. I get distracted by my kids all the time. All the time. So, you know, I'll be in the middle of something and then all of a sudden, like, they'll want, like, a squeezy thing of, like, baby food. And be like, all right. Sure, you can have that. You know, I just got to get up and give them their food, right? It's important for them. So, anyway, I try to, like, keep track of it all, but sometimes I goof up. Just going to clear my throat. 1 second, guys. Hopefully none of that came through. If it did, let me know. Alrighty. It takes like forever to do this. Let's go to the break loop. But we actually did start. This is my castle from Alpha 16 in its like mid-production phase. Yeah, I just did tours about it later on. Oh, we have red. Let's go back to the game stream. What do we got? It says Robot Army Material Unity 3D. Failed. Oh, you rotten little thing. Okay, fine then. History. Don't want to show you guys my history, but what I've been looking at. Oh man. Like, things like make your own raw candy. You guys can't be seeing that stuff. That's too bad. Zith, zombies, animals, mechs. Here we go. Bam. So what we need to do is actually find resources. It's talking about this guy here. This one there is missing. Hopefully this doesn't destroy itself in the meantime. So we've got the material. That looks like that's everything. Okay, let's yeah, see, I'm reluctant to test it right now because it could throw a bunch of errors. Okay, anyway, we'll go DM, CM, you, Mr. Ben. There's his flag of Rama. Boom, right like that. And shabam. Looks good. Do. Kill all. I just don't want anything around right now because they're annoying sometimes. Oops, wrong button. You. Flag. I don't know. Let's try my flag. Hal's flag. The Canadian flag. And Jawudo's flag. I think they're all fine still. I mean, I haven't actually tested them in alpha. Oh, it's Mr. Ben's again. That's the beauty of being able to pick them up. My flag. Hal's flag. Jawudo's flag. But this is part of what these mod things are for, is for testing these things. Oh yeah, sometimes this material rubber bands, so I wouldn't put down too many of these particular flags because they can go nuts. They'd be like, well, boing, 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 until the cloth hits this weird, like, equilibrium point. It's really weird. But yeah. They look okay. They look like they're working. Yeah. Fantastic. Let's get the heck out of here. Do I need to shut down? I do. Shut down. Alrighty, we are going to go over here, and we're going to go this one. Download. Fantastic. Now then, I'm just going to drag that. No, thank you. No, that's not right either. We want to go to downloads, and we want to go show in folder. And we want to grab this guy. Yeah. X. No, thank you. Z. X. And common. And modding. Let's see here. Mods. Mech pack. Resources. Paste that in. Now, that should work. So many like little complicated things, eh guys? Crazy. Yeah. Let's find some more interesting things to load up. Like, I mean, I got this brake loop here, which is interesting, but it's older than what it was. Yeah. Sorry. I have frogs in my throat from just like, I need to go running. But it's just been busy, so I'm just like, I'll just mute myself when I need to do that. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to see anything, like, modding-wise or in my mod, let me know. Depending on the day, I may or may not go into showing it. But, you know, there's a good chance that I will. Man. It was a good game. I liked this. I really liked the AI of the zombies. most of the time in Alpha 16. They were pretty good, minus the times when they would run in circles around you. But, or run in circles randomly just in the road. That was kind of annoying. But it was, yeah, pretty good. Anyhow, game stream. I think it's going to be loading soon. Takes for friggin' ever. Forever. What are you guys up to? Entertain me while the game loads. No, that's what you're here. That's why what you're saying. What else can I say? Yeah, there's lots of stuff to mod. Let's maybe take a look at my mod list of things. Is it this guy? Now, there's lots of little guys here to do, and I still haven't finished all of them. These are just some of the ones that I've looked into. Yeah, don't mind my spelling. This is just me like brainstorming, writing a million miles an hour. Like, if you're a stickler for spelling, this is not the document to proofread of mine. Uh-oh. Info pack US. Wow, there's a lot of those. Those were probably all the oh wow, it did the thing. I wish it would just save this. Like, yeah, I know it's cool that it uses my default, but like, I wish we could just save the friggin' information. It might be a little bit dark. I don't know. Yeah, it looks good, I think. Nice and simple. It looks, yeah, it's nice. Okay. So, let's look around for some things. Wee. Come on. And we'll do this. So we want to find some mechs or something. So this is the well, okay. First off, I wasn't going to say it, but this is the car from Cyberpunk 2077. If you've been in my mod for a while or my channel, you know that this is what this is. Oh, there's one. This one is a good one. This is something that Guppy Kerr put in. This like really nasty hedgehog, not hedgehog, just demon dog thing from heck. It's yeah, they're mean. So this is in the wasteland biome. If you run across these things, you gotta be careful. So yeah, this is something that Guppy put in. Good times. I haven't really gotten any chance to do any specific modding on any of these entities. And at this point, you'll probably see them in other mods. Like, I think Warzik uses a lot of these guys and a lot of other packs that have different creatures in them. Yeah. Weird when this does this. I think it's because I'm in God mode. It does that. Yeah, there we go. So weird. Alrighty. Basically what was happening the other day was when I was testing this, the animals and stuff were giving errors. Oops. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I heard bats. So those are Zith's bats, and they're like a particle effect from, yeah, there's basically like a singular bat somewhere. Oh yeah, there's another bad guy. That one's not causing any issues. This is like an insect thing of doom, but it's pretty cool. It's like a replacement for the wasp. Pretty nice. Another little thing that's a spoiler is way down here. I added this little door in here, and there's a little bit of a secret tunnel back in here that goes to this secret thing here. So just you may wanna check that out one of these days. And that's in one of the not all, but there's some modified Red Mesa compounds that have that in there. So just keep in mind, but it's not all of them. Game is chunking a little bit. Nope, did the thing again with God mode. Whoa, gosh, this car has some guts. Yeah? You don't think I can get up there? Well, let's try it. I can drive badly if I want to. It's my mod and I can drive if I want to. Yeah, anyway. That's a subway. It's pretty cool. I'm sure you've seen it around probably in other people's things. Now, I am also kind of looking around for some of the stuff from the combo pack. Because I added it in here and... Stallion said that it should be in here. And it should be loading, but I haven't really seen any of the buildings that I remember. And, you know, maybe that's just a me problem. I don't know. One of the things I do want to add, though, is more vehicles. More thematic vehicles into the game. And I've got a giant list of them, but they're all, I don't know, I just got to do it one of these days. And the vehicles take a little bit of time. Ah, this one got high-centered. That's the problem with this vehicle, is it's not a... it's not an off-road vehicle. Technically, it probably shouldn't have even gotten this far. Yeah. Let's turn the AI back on, and also let's turn God mode on, and look for another building. Just real quick, we're not going to spend too much time. This is less of a play testing one. This is why sometimes, though, like, you'll come up with, in games, like, you'll have things where you won't really see problems, because, like, the developers play it like this, and they're like, oh yeah, well, everything seems fine. Right? And, you know, so that's sort of one of the things that just sort of happens. And so, yeah, we've got that. And that's why I sometimes like to do legitimate playthroughs before I, like, release. Not full playthroughs, just like the first, I don't know, couple weeks. Maybe. One. Hey, it looks like there's a mech there. So these... Ow! So these mechs are pretty hardcore. Sorry, I heard something over here. It's just, I guess, these zombies. But I want to put them into a building, I think, next. So we'll try that soon. So, but I've got to adjust it so that they don't spawn out here in, like, the wilderness and stuff for a while. I don't know. I've got some ideas for game stage stuff, so we'll try to work that out. Well, we got some farmers. Oh no, that's a zombie wrecked. Okay, sure. Okay, fine. I also want to check in some of these guys here. What I'm looking for is a bike. Oh hey, who are you? You're looking pretty good for a zombie. Yep. One of the other little things I want to do is on the SWAT guy. Good, good. Got some good things happening. Is I want to modify it so that the player can actually use these as workstations, and then they can, like, buff up their, like, strength and stuff by using them. Yeah, I don't know. It's on my list of things to do. It is impossibly huge. But, you know, things are, I think, mostly in the state they were when I released it in the previous alpha as kind of an experimental mod. So that's promising. Yeah, still, like, lots to do. The crow reminds me of, just like, is that Hugin? But that's from a different game. But yeah, I pretty much only see vanilla, you know, things in the game. This is from the creature pack, so this is another Zith thing. Different animal. So, yeah, thank God for Zith, Guppy, Darkstar, everybody else who's like contributed to these creatures, because, man, it just makes the game that much more interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's what I think. Alrighty. I don't really know. You're that zombie again. Okay, cool. Up we go. Yeah, once again, I don't recognize much from the combo pack out here. Like, there should be a lot more interesting things. This is back to the place where I was. Yeah, that's not helpful. Now everything's got a chunk. It's just gonna like load in. I'm zooming in. Oh, there's also some other buildings that I haven't been seeing. Like, I know some of the modlet ones are working because there's things like the libraries that the Not a Gaming Gamer did. They're in here, and I know that works. And those subways are also in here. There's also something wrong that I've done, or that must be in from something I have in, where there's these blocks that are, a bunch of them are just missing. It must have been renamed or something, and I must have them wrong. So yeah, that's kind of a bugger. But fog 0.1, boom. It just makes it easier to see buildings and such while you're trying to like figure out if the combo pack is working. But I'm pretty confident when I say it's not working. So I don't know. Got to debug something between why some of the things work. Nope. God mode back on, please. Thank you. And then teleport this way quicker. Yeah, because all of this, like, this is vanilla, but I do know that, like, we'll see it, like, if this is my version of this building, then in here will be, yeah, this is my version. So the technique that I'm using to put these into the game works, but for some reason it's not working to have everything else in, which I find weird. I don't understand. Oh yeah, and see this one here, this is, like I said earlier, this subway is also one that gets brought in, and it's here, you know, and it uses the same technique to get in there. Anyway, I mean, I suppose that's that. This is an interesting map. I think it's the center of it is very wild. Like, the center of it has not very much. It's like a park surrounded by suburbs, basically, is kind of what it reminds me of. Kind of a funny one, but maybe it's just how it is now. I haven't really generated a lot of maps recently, so I don't know. Now then, just show me a bike somewhere. I just want to know my mod is working. See, there's another mod of mine that doesn't seem to be working, is you should be able to occasionally find bikes Bike. Nope. There it is. Bicycle on stand. You should be able to find this block. Something like that every now and then. Am I walking? I guess so. There we go. You should be able to find a bike on a stand occasionally somewhere around like the place. Like generally I have them stored in garages. So yeah. But so far the technique I used to put them in hasn't really done much. So yeah. But then you can just pick it up, put it down, and ride it. Because, like, yeah, you find one, right? That's my feeling for it. I think Haida did something similar where he had bikes occasionally on the roads, which I thought was really cool. If people are interested, like, I could probably play a game of GNA or True Survival. I don't know if I would do Darkness Falls again. Everybody seems to be doing Darkness Falls. I like it. It's fine. It's nice in many, many ways. I just feel like a lot of people are playing it. So I don't feel like I would stand out at all by playing it. Which is fine. Okay, I think we're done here. I would say that I need to do more figuring out for my bikes and for the combo pack. And then go from there. Okay. Let's go to the Prefab Editor, I guess. Yeah. Kill all. Exit. And editing tools. Bam. Like that. Yeah, so maybe what I might do is maybe I would do like a private stream and then show them directly like, hey, it's not working. Because I was in, yeah, the one thing and it just, they weren't quite sure. Anyhow, let's load in some prefabs. Now, I'll just quickly preview for you guys. This is different now, isn't it? Get out of here. The different things that I'll be kind of working on in the next little while. Show ground. And we want castle. So we want the August version. Load this guy. This might cause a problem though. It tends to. Now, this I've been making over the last few alphas, and I've finished most of it this alpha, mostly motivated to help with the medieval mod. And so I made a sort of a base castle version of it that, you know, should work pretty well. But I left it sort of unfinished so that I could finish it in different ways. Now, in normal 7 days, what I wanted to do was make it so that it would be like, I don't know, I don't want to, you know, some eccentric multi-millionaire or billionaire you know, has this property, and they, you know, so it's furnished. Why is there a friggin' hole here? What the heck, me? Okay. Cobblestone. Block? Boom. Save. Weird. So anyway, that's that. You know, it's huge, so it takes a lot of time to work out. And there's like, you know, rooms and rooms. And, you know, once again, there's like rooms back in here. There's a big fun staircase here. Now, I have also see these fun portcullises that Dbat did for us. Portcullis? At least they were in here. Metal portal. Door. My door mod isn't working. It was working the other day. Maybe there's some weird stuff going on with loading things. Okay. Security door. We have wooden doors. But the portcullises are missing. What is that? No, they're right there. Portcullis, portcullis, metal portal. We want this one. So yeah, we have like a portcullis that is essentially the size of this. That I'm gonna have to put in right here. But the idea is basically, you know, it goes up like a portcullis and goes in there. So, not sure why Guppy doesn't want to use these, but that's fine. And then I've got some other good doors that I would like to use too, which are like this door here. Which is going to have to go, you know, well, this door may not fit here per se, but it's a nice wooden door that I've got to put in, you know, for that. But yeah, anyway, all of these different chambers need to be worked up and have the right things done to them. This is probably this is the main keep tower. It's not separate in this particular castle from anything else, but it's, you know, I figure it's the biggest tower, so it'll be probably where the king sleeps up here. At some point, the king, in this case, be the billionaire, and then maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll put a more modern extension on it someplace for like a helicopter landing pad. Could be good. Like this one, maybe? No, that'd be hard to land on. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I gotta modernize this, which, if people are interested, I could do some of that on camera too. There's a lot to do here. A lot. I don't know how many hours I've spent building this freaking castle. But a lot. Like, I've watched multiple series of shows while I was building this thing. Anyhow. Then we want to do discard those changes. I'll put those in more properly later. Okay, so one of the things I want to do in my mod is add in some of these fun little They're going to be guns that essentially guard the borders of the map. So, yeah, I've got to figure out a bunch more, but I wanted to kind of get one done and see about putting it into the game. Those sounds are really annoying when you're doing this. Like, really annoying. Don't make any sense. Anyhow. Yeah, so I'm just going to work on this for a few minutes, and then we'll see. I mean, it's already almost 12:30, so we've been doing this for a little while, but copy the rotation, hit Z, and hit L. I had forgotten how to do this. I had not done a prefab in so long that I forgot how to, yeah, do that particular thing. Pretty bad. But that's how it goes sometimes. This one takes a lot of time. I mean, I don't necessarily, because I have to finish all of this to the level of detail that I'm doing right now. Because to be honest, I don't even really want the player to ever find one of these things. Well, I wanted them to be able to see it in the distance. But I want it to be more like, if you ever get to it, you'll be dead. Like, you'll be dead either because it shoots you, or the radiation kills you, or something, you know? That's kind of my plans for it. Stainless steel half plate. So this is, I want to be having an underground area. And thus I want it to be sort of shielded underground here. I'm thinking in the center here there'll be this like hole that's supposed to go down into like, say, a tunnel or something, but that will be too hard to just implement, so I'm not going to really worry about it, you know? Yeah, so what else is going on these days? Looking forward to getting out more and not having to worry about mask wearing. I mean, I think everybody is, obviously. But, you know, it's, yeah, I'm just, like, it'll be nice. It's gonna be summertime right away. That'll be fantastic. I don't really have any major plans. I was hoping to go back and visit my parents at some point. It's been pretty much the entire time of the pandemic that I have not seen them. So, Z, Shift G, drag this up and hit L. And then what do we do? It's just G, isn't it? Over this way one. And then G, it's over this way one. And nope. You rotten thing, what are you doing? Sometimes that kind of stuff happens. Yeah. See, sometimes trying to speed things up doesn't really help a whole lot when building prefabs. Other times it can. Sort of hit or miss. R. Nope. That one. Like, this one would be a good candidate for this, but don't really have the time there. Boom. Just easier just to do it. Just like that. ZL. And then, yeah, this looks a bit funny, doesn't it? Prefab design, always interesting. What we're gonna have to do is do like that, I guess. But then we gotta make places for this to go, right? This has got to go in there so it looks like a nice smooth floor. It's going to look weird on the inside, to be honest. But this is just the first one I'm doing, and it's also, like I said, not something I really want the player to be seeing. I just have a weird, like, idea that I like the attention to detail, you know? I don't really know why. Just makes the world more functional for me, I guess. Like, it's more, I don't know, interesting. Yeah. Microphone working, good. Yeah, anyway. Moving on. Put more of those in. And then on top of all of this, we'll end up putting in a nice gun cannon of some kind. I'm not really sure what. And for now, it'll just be probably a stand-in. If I do figure out some other things, I will work those in. Because I want perhaps something animated on top, in which case that would have to be its own separate block with a mesh. But then there'd be no way to really tie that into how the player interacts with it, so there's issues there. I mean, maybe there'd be some ways. Yeah. Right, I think when I used to do this a lot more, I was good enough that I could figure out how to copy and paste and then rotate the whole thing. That definitely saved time. But yeah, essentially what I want this lower section to be is I want it to all be essentially an underground area. That's kind of in here. You know, all the way out kind of about here, right? And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to trim this. And then up here, it will be the gun. So that's my general plan of this whole thing. Anyway. Let's try to get this lower section done. And I want it to be a fairly strong structure, because this is like, you know, part of something bigger. It's not just thrown up by random people. Man, that extra block putting thing is kind of annoying. No, that one doesn't have that block, but we put these ones here. Sometimes I get space engineers on my mind, and that's why I will press the wrong button at the wrong time. I mean, sometimes it's just legitimately me pressing the wrong button, but not always, not always. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. ZL. Then we want you. Like that. ZL. ZL. This is actually probably not much faster. Oops. Considering I have to then take out some of the blocks that are right at this level so that things can be more smooth. Then I want to take out these ones because these are too wide for what I want. Simple as that. Enter backspace, yeah. So yeah, boom, boom. And this guy, we'll copy that rotation. Oops, that's fine. No, it looks okay. There. And then those ones. And just gotta find the right rotation again. I feel like that one might be a vanilla one. There. Great. And we'll take out these because we want this to be thinner material, just for aesthetics, basically. Yeah, sometimes building prefabs takes a long time, which is why, you know, it's so awesome that there are people out there that have those kinds of things. Go to bed, my phone says. It's like, yeah, all right, I will. Don't you worry. But I wanted to hit on some of these things because I'd like to get some of this stuff done so that my mod is a little bit more polished, you know? Maybe next time I'll do an actual bit of a gameplay and I'll start to iterate on that a bit more. I'm a little bit reluctant because I still have all of the, like all of these things to get done. And there's a lot of things that I want to add that are just possibly a problem later on. But I do need to check a lot of this stuff out too. Ugh, so much to do. Yeah. Anyway. That. Yeah, unfortunately I gotta concentrate a fair bit while I'm doing this. At least for now, until my brain adapts back to how to do this. A little bit faster. I saw that Dual Universe has another update. I was kind of curious about trying it. I don't know, though, what it would take to get me to keep playing that game. It just took a lot of time to get things done. And then in the end, I can't really say that those things were even my things. So, bit of a problem. Alrighty. That one. This one. Those are all fine. Good. Got a goof up. There, which we need to change with this. The turret could be actually a lot of, you know, problem there too. That one there. Fantastic. And that is most of that. Yep. And these guys. find that right rotation. And yeah, I guess this one has to do that as well. Just to look okay. And then we grab the ramp. Now I could also design this to be a little more circular. It's just that this is sort of an early prototype one. You know, it may end up being in there for a long time, but it might also be something pretty quick. Updated or something. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Sometimes life is a problem. It's a wonderful thing, but there are days where you're like, come on, life. The other day I was like driving around, and I don't know what you guys have experienced, but I've been finding here that people are they've forgotten how to drive. Or be civil while they're driving. Wow, it's like crazy. Some people out there just like taking all kinds of weird little shortcuts around places, and it's pretty insane. Just some of the things people are doing, just driving around turns just to get through red lights and stuff, and it's just like, come on, man, like, what on earth are you doing? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was thinking like this corner just does not look right. This is 1, 2, 3, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. That, there we go, brings all of this in line. Now I'm gonna have to figure out some of the like specifics of this thing a little bit later, but you know, it's not so bad. See, this is where like I can get into a bit of like weird paralysis and like analysis paralysis slash just like a bit of obsessive compulsiveness, I suppose. Because I'm thinking to myself, you know what would be cool? If I used these as ball bearings, so the whole thing could like rotate on them better. But like, it's not really necessary for the game, or for the mod. It's just like extra work and thought that almost no one is gonna like notice or probably appreciate. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is maybe just sort of flesh this out a little bit more. And kind of go from there. One of these in each of the corner. And then go up from there. What I think, though, I might do is put a little bit of this in there. Just to give it a bit more variation when, if anyone were to go in them, or if they get a future use that is different from what they have right now. But in actual like problematic terms. Oops, wrong one. These are just structural support so that the whole thing doesn't collapse when they need to, you know, support whatever I put up there. Okay. Good. So then I guess ultimately it was one space, or say half a space, kind of like this. for the rotations. We can actually speed this up by just going ZZL. Then we'll just throw these in there like that. Just to give us a basic platform do. Stainless still has a pretty high strength, so not overly concerned about it. Maybe I should be. It'll probably be okay. Are there currently half like plates that are like corner pieces for this particular material? See, I don't even know if there's one in another material. Been a bunch of time. It's like I want this, but in half. I'm sure there must be one. Jack agrees. How some gunner driver's license baffles him. Yeah, right? It is kind of weird. Sometimes you're just like, what are you thinking? I don't know. Yeah. I was kind of just like, when I saw the person do that one particular thing, I was just sort of out of words. I was just like, I can't even. Oh, this is the thing. There it is. 1/2. Okay. Ramp filler. Doesn't look like there's many of this shape. So what one would possibly have to do is see if I can make the same shape out of stainless steel. Now, one of the problems is they're going to redo the shape menu of shapes. So I'm a little bit reluctant to get into doing shapes right now in Alpha 19, because in Alpha 20, they're redoing the shape selection menu thing. And the upgrade paths and all that stuff. So I don't really want to get like too deep into shapes. Too much. But yeah, what I kind of want is something like this. Nope. Die, wretched things. Yeah, something like that, and then I don't know what direction guns should be in. This would be something similar to what I did in one of my mods. Or sorry, in one of my games. Let's see here. We could do an extremely weird barrel by taking something like that. Is there a stainless steel block like that, or is it going to have to be stainless? So we have this shape, which I'm sure there should be the other part. This guy. There we go. It's one that we could do. We could go R. No, that doesn't look good. It's too weird and round and blocky. I mean, this will actually kind of work as a interesting precursor block to it all. But it just looks kind of... not like I want overall. Then the guns would need to come out. Steel pillar 100. See, that's not the right size though. But I mean, I guess it's part of my issue is that I just didn't design this thing the right size, and I can just readjust it later on. Not a big deal, I guess. Maybe we could do it like this and have like a long double barrel somewhere like that. Maybe with some fun little accents on it, like that. We do that. And then I don't know. There's lots of things that can be done with it to make it look okay. Yeah, anyway, we'll do that, and then maybe we'll throw in you, and we'll possibly do that. Yeah, this is kind of just the artistic part. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do this. And, I mean, I may have redesigned this whole top part. But I think for now we're just going to throw it together and just see how it goes. Yeah, so that's going to go... that, Z, Shift G, this one, 1, 2, sure, L. Is it Shift D, G, X, G, that, L. G once again, all the way over to here. L, okay. Backspace. Great. And then, see, the one problem is though that like all of this stuff up here isn't directly supported from Bedrock, which is a bit of a problem, possibly. Yeah, like this part here is pretty sketchy. I don't know if it's gonna hold much. I don't know. This isn't really a time for talking too much about structural integrity. I try to save those for other videos, other streams, or when people ask, because, you know, it's a complicated question. Question? No. It's a complicated topic at times. And then what do we want to do? That, I guess. So I think what I need to do is, after all of this is built, is make it so that it fits into the ground a little bit too. No. All right. There. There. And then we want to go Shift G and bring this all the way up to there. Hit L. Now, I would have done this probably the first thing I did, but I had actually forgotten. So that's why I'm doing this now, basically just making it sort of level with the ground, so we have this. But like I said, this is why this section here is sort of a little bit less important because like it's not really going to be seen by the player at all, but I do kind of feel like I like to fill that kind of stuff in with, I don't know, machines and stuff. I'm thinking like a winch to pull something up from like an underground area, like ammo kind of reloading stuff. Okay. Alrighty, good. Yeah. Anyway, these corners are a bit of a tricky thing, but we'll get it in just a moment. Oh yeah, that was the other thing we were gonna possibly do, was see about adding sleeper groups for the different mechs. Because I was thinking if I used the mechs in my cloning facility, then that would be pretty cool. Because what I have in there right now are some robots, but they're not like good robots. They're just sort of fake robots. One might call them bad robots, but then that would be giving them too much credit. Yeah, anyhow, this part is like super tricksy and finicky. That's right, that's a word, finicky. And like that. We get all of them? Yeah, something like that. So ultimately, you can kind of see what I'm going for here. We've got this ground level will be sort of part of the POI. And then, yeah, there'll be like some kind of fake-ish loading mechanism kind of in here, just because I'm crazy like that and just like to do that. And then, yeah, this gun will be kind of hiding on the hills and such. In the mod, if I can figure out exactly how to do this, because I think sometimes I forget about the state of the game. I know lots of things these days are just made with the islands, like, and they don't have the radioactive surrounding area, but I really want that like radioactive surrounded area. I think it is, there's something to it that just makes a nice oppressive feel kind of thing. Dang, I actually want this to be a little bit different. There's all the like finicky stuff that, you know, you got to think of. And I imagine it's even more intense for people who are doing the prefabs, because those guys, they do all kinds of stuff. All right, I just kind of want this like sloped armor look. So that, yeah, we have sort of a nice looking thing. Of course, we gotta like connect all this up because this is a lot of weight. But yeah, it should be fine, I guess, for now. But yeah, I mean, it'll be something similar to this, maybe. We'll see how it all goes. We'll see what I can do, what I can find in my spare time. I don't want to like, actually, kind of, in some ways, I kind of wanted this to be a bit bigger. Interest. Gotta go there, and then we gotta go to there. Sorry, I'm just going to my Pinterest because there are some things that I like. Let's see here, we gotta go here. Saved. And then this one. Now, this isn't entirely for just this. This is, hopefully this isn't a problem with copyright crap, but so I'm not intending it to be here, but this is just a collection of pins and stuff that I like that relate to what I want to do for my game. And my mod, but, you know, it's more so focused on my game. But yeah, anyway, so there's like things like this where, yeah, there's these fun guns and stuff that are like all environmental. And like this here, where they're like way up here and ready to fire out and stuff. So I kind of want to like replicate a few versions of something like this. Maybe one's like this one here, like they're big blasters and such. Anyway, that's sort of the idea there. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So, I'm going to save this as it is, and we should also go back here, and where's all the stuff? Old, new, replace blocks, update imposter. We should do that. Sure. Update thumbnail, preview thumbnail. Yep. Do that. And then now we got this. It's got an imposter. It has its, at least for now, a thumbnail, so we kind of know which one we're talking about if we go back to it. But yeah. Vanguard Biologics mod. Now, there's possibly two of these here that are a problem. This one, that one. We got them like, so we've got them both in the game. Shroom Jam! All right. Yep. How's it going? What exactly am I doing? Well, if I haven't actually double checked, good. I am building prefabs for 7 Days to Die, because I'm doing modding and stuff. But I should go over to Twitch real quick and see if that channel updated, because sometimes Twitch is not like. What game does it say I'm playing? 7 Days to Die? Okay, good. Sometimes it says that I'm playing Valheim. And I'm like, I'm not playing Valheim. But yeah, I'm working on right now. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's this one. Loading in. These are all. Like basically, I'm doing something like this, but I'm making it so that there are mechs inside. Maybe I'm hoping. This is a prefab that I made, Shroom, that is part of my mod. That's essentially like. Wait a second, what the heck is that? Weird. That's ground level. It's so bright now. That is essentially a cloning facility. It's supposed to be the last sort of building in the game, but because of the it's oftentimes in a, I usually put it in the center of the map, kind of in the way that one would have the hub city in it originally. But the surrounding biomes usually are so, shall we say, pathetic in terms of their resistance that it never really challenged the player to get to it. And they would see it in the distance and be like, oh, what is this thing? And they'd go and do this thing almost like right off the bat. And it was just like, okay, well, this is supposed to happen later on. But in here, I want there to be robots that are kind of taking care of bits and parts of this here facility, because I just wanted so that, you know, these clones and stuff in here are taken care of by robots, at least until they get to the organ harvesting kind of area. So yeah, we'll kind of see how that all goes. Because yeah, they're in, you know, they start off over here and stuff, and eventually, like, these are supposed to be kind of like robot arms that are connected, and they'll, you know, move the clones into these sort of maturation chambers and such from the previous sort of construction phase over here and whatnot. But anyway, blah, 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 blah. Brr. You have to go now? Alrighty. I hope so too. Have a good one. Thank you for the little heart. And yeah, hope to talk to you another time. Bye. Alright guys, so in general though, what I want here is there's these robots here and these ones in here. This is the Cryogenics Room. And they are kind of guarding the doors, prevent the zombies from getting in. Not that this is, you know, the main issue, because in fact this place is producing essentially zombies at this stage in the game. Because once they go through organ harvesting, they're supposed to get pushed out here and up here into this room here, which can ship them out, either ship the clones out fully as they are, or in here, deal with the dead squishy bodies. And then I get sent out to here, and out to here, and I guess they get incinerated someplace. I don't know. I don't know. I've tried to think of lots of the logistics for this building overall. And yeah, so here are some of those robots out here working. And they're, you know, moving around these like clone chambers and such, which I think could probably be built better now. If I were doing this again, it might be nice to have a smaller round piece of glass or something around this, but I guess that's a whole other bit of a project. Yeah, and then these ones are preventing zombies from getting in here, but then there's all these zombies. Good luck getting through here, guys. Good luck. And then there's a nice little restroom. And then there's, yeah, a lot more of them back here. At any rate. So, I do believe, though, that... shoot, okay, how does this all work? We go escape. We go... We need to see sleeper volumes. And this building has tons of sleeper volumes. Right, so this sleeper volume triggers these guys here. But this area here should be pretty clear of sleeper volumes. And same with this one. Yeah, so put the robots in here. How does this work? We have to go... Oh, it's been so long. How do we select that? This? This? No. We need a block in our hand? No, that's not how to do it. Basically, you gotta copy and paste these. Well, sorry. You used to have to either create them individually in the XML or make it so that they were copy pastable or whatever in these, and then you'd copy them and paste them, like move them around. I'm just trying to remember how one does this. Okay, there we go. Okay. So do that. And then what? Duplicate? Copy? G? Yeah, I don't think that's right. I may have to figure this out on my own time. Because I don't know if it's going to come back to me today. I want to reload this just because I don't want those changes to be a problem. Okay, so we do that. Right, there's also help. So opens the properties, yes, that's right. Toggle movement mode for next hotkey between move and director. Oh, it's 1 o'clock, guys. I should probably call this at an end anyways. Okay. Rotate. Mirror the selection box and any access change. Control C. Copy contents into the clipboard. Oh, okay. I think I got this now. So it's like C, and then you go like that, and then V. Nope. Nope, of course not. Why would that do the thing? C, or was it Control Shift V? Paste contents from clipboard. What's the difference here? Paste contents from clipboard into world. If the current selection size does not match the contents of the clipboard in the first press, we'll adjust the selection size to match the clipboard size, and the second press will actually paste the contents. Control Shift V, paste contents from clipboard into preview box that can be moved around. Pressing the combination another time will actually paste the blocks into the world, which is super useful. And then undo. It's quite possible I'm just trying to, like, I'm just skipping over some of the things here because I don't generally like reading this stuff, but show selection box above terrain, insert, G. Well, I didn't know you could do that. Hold G in space. Then you press all of these buttons. Huh, that's cool. Didn't know you could move them with the ASWD. Cool. Resize and height. Base of selection corresponding to the box or direction pressed. Okay, cool. So yeah, for some reason I can't select that box. I can do this one. I think that's how you do it. Right. Okay. So now I have some sort of weird little mini sleeper volume that we need to move way over here. And then we need to make it bigger. So that's Shift G, bigger, 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 over, up, something like that. You know, that's sort of the basics of it. And then if we go K, sleeper volume. Okay, not gonna do it for me. Is it I? Nope. hell? Ooh, don't do that. We gotta go help again. I don't know. It's been too much time. The EK opens the property dialog box. I'm pretty sure it was that, but man, it has been so long. T-Dove! How's it going? Hey there, really glad to get you streaming again. Yeah, for a few minutes. I was thinking it's 1 o'clock. It's pretty late for me, but I am kind of trying to figure out how the heck I used to do this. This is my cloning facility that I built, and I was thinking about moving in. Let me see here. Putting in some mechs in here. So, yeah, maybe I'll go and check on some of those and another thing. Sorry I haven't chatted on the Discord. Been in and out of the hospital these past 2 weeks. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Are you okay? 10 a.m. on Sunday in South Africa. Yeah. Right, you're also from South Africa. Cool. Just disappeared my entire selection. Right. I think I'm gonna have to practice some of this off camera because I feel like it's a lot of stuff that's a problem. Yeah, I'll probably do that off camera a little bit. And then at some point we'll probably come back and do it again, but there's another thing that I kind of wanted to do too was update, because some of them I have as 1 block high tunnels that you can crawl around in. If you have a certain modlet by Sphere installed. And yeah, I was thinking it'd be fun if I got all of them built like tunnels like this, though I don't know if it's entirely possible just because of how it all is, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's go to the see, I don't need to save anything. No, I don't know which one's which. Let's see, continue, we'll do that one. Oops, I don't know why I repeated that message. Oh, you miscarried. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's yeah, it's one of those things that can happen. We were always worried about it happening, and we got through it. So, yep. I don't know. I hope you're okay. If you need to talk, chat anytime. Don't know how much I can help you that way, but yeah. If you want to chat sometime, that's cool. Anyway, you said the cloning facility. You say, ooh, yeah. You got such great ideas. It's impressive. Yeah, there are tons of ideas, just not enough time to initiate them all. Okay. So, right now, this is part of the whole cloning facility idea that I want to work on. Now, some of this stuff was, sorry, my nose. I don't generally sniffle like that on camera. I try not to. Was to put machines in there, like drones and stuff. So, what I want to do is test some of them out. Now, there are so many of them now because of the different packages I have, mostly from like the zombie, the zombie and the creature pack. It's probably pretty standard these days, but it wasn't when it first came out. So yeah. Okay, so this is something Guppy put in. Oof, that is a nasty looking piece of work. We'll save that guy for a late game stage, I think. It looks cool, but that's something Guppy Kerr put in, so we'll wait on that one. F6. So that's biomechanical. Oof. So if we go mech, what do we else we got? We got mech, sphere. Right. Okay. Alrighty. F6, mech sphere 2. Which button do they press? These guys do that. If you turn... Ah, they're fast! Their shader's really weird. You can see their legs through their shader. This one's okay, but that rust one is weird. Okay. That's kind of scary. No! Stop! F6. Drone. So this is much more like the one from Fallout. F6. Mech robot. This is the one that's probably the one we'll use. Mostly. And the mech bee, which is that little bugger. It's just tiny, but it is gonna mess you up. We need to change the time of day as well. I don't know where it went. Ow! Oh, they're all fighting each other. T-Dove says, I'm good and thanks for the offer. I have super supportive hubby. Okay, that's good. That's good. And so I like to believe that I actually have it easy. Counting blessings and all. Oh, that's great. It's good to hear. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. What a hunk of char. Yeah. Okay, so that one is the BA one. And you don't seem to be attacking me. Oh! The bee got me. This little bastard. Look at it. Imagine fighting that thing. Okay. Ow. Get the mining laser out. These ones are hard to hit. Are they just tough? Okay. Killed that one. Good. Zooched you. Come on. Come at me. Oh, God. I think I hit it once. So this one seems to be tuned to me. I don't know why it's actually not. causing any problems. Okay. Really gonna add a particle effect to this laser gun that I got. It would just be better with one, eh? I think that should be collapsing now if I get closer. This gun seems to work now still as well, which is good. Come on. There we go. Fantastic. Beautiful. Need some more things. T-Dub says, these mechs are pretty sweet. I really love the models. Yeah, Zith did a good job on them. They don't look like the ones that I got in mine. Yeah, Zith is really good at... He's got all the character stuff down, and same with Guppy and a number of other people now. Oh yeah, TSBX too. I'm not sure exactly. They look a lot different than the ones that I've got. Ah, yeah, little bugger. Got him. What kind of loot does this thing got? Bullets? Blunderbuss ammo, just stuff. Eh. Yeah, that's another reason to actually give it a proper playthrough. Is to see what other stuff I need to change in the mod. This gun is actually not really findable yet. We got to add it in. Because it's pretty OP, it's pretty like late game stuff. This is the mining gun where you like can mine with it. Mine tunnels. But it's not, it seems it's pretty dang OP really. But it's for like, you know, when you're designing a pretty late game base, give you a little bit more freedom of time because you get more stuff done. Hey there, guy. What's up? Yeah, anyway. I think that's pretty much that. Turn that off. Hit the H key, jump up, good. Yeah. Alright, so for the next time, there's still things like... Oh man, so many things. Robots in cloning facility. Sleepers, that is. Sleepers and volumes. And then we also have to work out well, the cannon. I'll just put a started and decide on mech type for cloning. Yeah, there's also I need to do the more yet of the there's so much to do of the progression. Finish. That's not that it's gonna get finished, there's just lots to do there. Yeah. Is there anything that gun can't do? This gun? Well, this is the lower grade version of this gun. This is kind of like the digger gun that the devs have, but it's doesn't fire very fast. Like I tried to reduce the fire rate to something. Like I'm clicking really quickly, and I mean this is probably still possibly too high. So yeah, it does blast pretty fast. But see, there are some materials that are dense enough or big enough that it actually takes multiple shots to get through, which is good. But not all of them. Stainless steel, for example, is a really good one. Wow, really? I was gonna say, what is holding this thing up? Ah! Get out of here. It's kind of cool though. That guy woke up after falling there. It's possibly something to do. Oh yeah, there would be a door that it can't open up. If we go kill all, and then we go no, security door. Yeah, like this door here should be nigh impossible to break down right away. It's like really strong, but really it's not that strong against this gun. Yeah, anyway. There is something soothing about watching buildings fall down. I know, isn't there though? It just like, I don't know, feels nice sometimes. It's like a predictable falling down or something. Yeah, so I've been thinking about doing a specific thing in a biome. And I think this sort of proves my point of, I think this can be done. Got an idea of what I want to do with it. This won't be perfect, but I think it'll work. Nice big tall building that falls into a big pile. It won't be good on some people's computers, but it could make for some interesting gameplay. Oh, did all those falling buildings wake you up? Where are ya? Where are ya? Goodbye. This digger of yours is actually better than the dev digger. It seems like you're collecting resources too. Well, yes, it is in fact. It's a mining laser, so it ought to be collecting resources. And this is metal, right? You got your stone. Tire scraps. So yeah, it is better than the dev digger in that regard. Because, you know, the digger can basically shoot through anything, yeah. But it doesn't return anything for resources. But this one, because it's a mining laser, of course, is for that. So yeah, it's got like a nice little lens in the front and the vacuum system, and then that goes to that pod off on the side there. That's where you'd see me air quoting right now. That's where the stuff goes, you know. Somehow it gets from there into your backpack, I guess. But that's that. So yeah. Let's see. PF5. Bardam. Like that. A mining laser is such an inspired idea. Don't you worry about other modders stealing your ideas? Eh. Yeah, nah. I don't know, man. Like, I've had this one. I've had this since Alpha 17, roughly. So, I don't know. I think people don't. It's weird. Like, I go to various places on the net from other people's things, and I'm oftentimes not on there as a modder. It's weird. It's just like, or even a content creator. I'm just like, all right, sure, whatever. And like on their things. And so I don't really know if they watch what I'm up to unless I'm streaming their mod, you know? Goodbye. Yeah. So I don't think I generally have to worry. Because maybe if they played my mod at some point, then it might be a bit of a worry. But I'm not really worried as much as I used to be about people, quote, stealing my ideas. Because, I don't know, there's this... First off, I have a lot of ideas. Like, the stuff I've implemented in here is, I don't know, 30% of the things I really want to do. And, yeah, I mean, it's only just a piece. Yeah, you don't get anything from that. And so, it's not too big of a concern. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, if you do this, it'll get you concrete. Yeah, and cleaning stuff. Cobblestone. Yep. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, it still works. It's good. And the other thing is, I mean, I know some modders don't like to share their stuff and whatnot, and that's okay, and that's cool. But the way I see it is, even if everybody had everything, any particular modder would build their own mod to how they like it, right? There are people out there who want things to be super easy. There are people out there that want them to be super hard. There's some people who want it to be totally fantastical and mythical and whatnot, or super hardcore sci-fi, like as real as can be. And you would, you know, not always get the same mix, you know, because everybody does their own thing, I would say. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. 7 o'clock? Noon. Anyway, it seems like modders are so busy trying to build their own project that they don't notice each other's work. Yeah, I would agree. I think I've noticed a lot of people's work because I am also like a YouTuber. So like I'll be watching people's stuff or playing their stuff, you know? And that allows me to see what's possible. Is more what I like to see is, like, you know, people do something interesting and I'm like, oh, how the heck did he do that, or whatever. Like Haida's got some really good stuff, and fortunately he's very generous with his knowledge, and like I've learned some good stuff. Like there's a can I get to the surface here? I gotta get to the surface here. Oh, there's a good block. 7,000. Like, look at that. That takes a while to dig through. Oh, and then 5,000 again there. Come on. Like, there's one block that I learned how to make from him that's I like a lot. Is the Molotov post? Yeah, here it is. How am I going to set this up so we can demonstrate it? So it's like you can make Molotov cocktails, right? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, yeah. So then I thought, hey, it would be kind of cool if, like, you know, what would happen if you balanced one on a stick, taped it up on there, right? It's like, that'd be cool. Back escape, but if you were to do something like... I don't even know if this one, he probably still works. Hey, buddy. This probably works, right? Hey. Hey, man. Oh, come on. There you go. Hey. Hi. Really? You're just not going to prove anything. Was like... Yeah, this... on us, these guys on the stick here, but I guess we're not going to be able to show it with that dude because he seems to be... Okay, here we go, maybe. Maybe you? Hi! Am I invisible to these guys? I'm not invisible. That's weird. So sometimes, especially during like horde night and stuff, what can happen is you can like hit these things. Oh, maybe they don't work anymore. Okay, well that's a good one. I gotta know about this. Oh. Hello. Yeah, so these aren't working right. But anyway, these are supposed to like create fires on the ground. But they seem to be broken at the moment. Anyway, I learned that from Haida, but apparently we've got to like really like look at them and figure out what's going on with it. Huh. That's annoying. Okay, well, I'll figure that out also on my own time. We'll put that in the list here. You're asking about E3. Molotov on stick not working. Save. Yeah. You know, I'm not sure. Many moons ago. Yeah. Go away. You know, I haven't really looked at anything at E3. I should spend some time trying to figure out what there is. It's one of those other things like T-Duff was saying here. Oh, 1 second, I gotta clear my throat. That, yeah, modders are so busy trying to build their own stuff that they don't notice other people's work. In regards to E3, I'm kind of like that. And lots of times, there's lots of things that can go by in the world that I don't even really, like, notice. And, yeah, it's kind of a weird problem. I do need to take a look and see, though. Does this work now? No, we got to adjust the things. There's a lot of little adjustments I've got to make here. Oh, yeah, and does this work still? Yeah, that works. Those doesn't work. Are there other ones in here that we can test? There's one. Should be able to pick up the flashlight. Yep, good. So much testing. Testing. So one of the things that I did at one point was make it so that you can pick up a lot of the lights and stuff that are just kicking around in all these places. You know, the ones that are like supposed to like lead you from place to place. Sort of did it based on help from Guppy. You know, there's that freaking creepy clown guy. They're super annoying. Right, then out there, then in through here. Or no, wait, it's not in through here, it's over here. Yeah, so you can pick up a lot of these ones here, and then you can reuse them later on. Alright, that down, then through here. Maybe through here. This way. Yeah, so you should be able to pick up the lantern. Yeah, so that all works. That's good. That's good to know. I was just curious. I'm looking to see what XCOM, that XCOM like Marvel thing Praxis is doing. Oh, that sounds cool. I'll have to look at that because I do like XCOM, and Marvel is usually pretty fun. And Praxis, didn't they make like? I'm pretty sure they made some pretty cool games in the past. Wasn't it like Civ and stuff? That's Sid Meier, but Praxis Entertainment. Wasn't it like Alpha Centauri? I don't know, something like that. Okay, anyway, there seems to be lots of things that are working. Lots of the mods are working, the mechs are working. But yeah, we've made some good progress this week overall in launching this thing. Biggest problems now will probably come from these guys. Oh, that one's a bad one. There's a bunch of bad ones there. These are all my mine. Okay, well that's a problem. There's some sort of object reference that's an error. Well, that's a good place to stop. Boom. We'll probably do that again. XCOM is dope. Civs and XCOM. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know if I have any on this particular one, but XCOM. Yeah, so I have Enemy Unknown. I was playing this for quite a while, but then like I got pretty far into it and I was doing pretty well in my game, and then all of a sudden like one mission, some people just started like dying. It's because I was in the line of sight of something that I couldn't see. It was so far away, and I just was like, oh, well, is that a thing? Dang it. And I haven't really had a chance to pick it back up since basically that cascade, because it ended up killing off a bunch of my like main soldiers, which then just like led into the rest of them all dying at that late into the game. I was just like, dang it. Yeah. And then yeah, some other ones. Anyway, I need to check. We want to go to what? We need this one. Then we need users. That app data, local low, fun pimps, 7 days to die, and a log. And then we have to scroll down and find out what the heck is our problem here. Null reference object is not set to thingamajig. Avatar zombie controller dot update. Huh. That's an interesting error. I don't know what causes that. Somewhere in here. Unsupported shader. Okay, that's an issue. Entity zombie Arlene version 4 killed. Blah 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 blah. Mechs killed. Come on. Where's those errors at? Null reference error. Avatar.update. Legacy avatar controller. Well, am I doing something with these? What do I got going on here? I must be making an improper call for one of the objects I've attached to one of my zombies. That must be using an outdated thing. The businessman controlled helmet neck scyther tech 3. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna copy and paste that, and I think we're gonna call it a night. Thanks, T-Dove, for showing up, saying hi. We'll copy that. And also, Jack, thank you for hanging out with me. Shroom, I don't think is still around. And Vorse, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for chatting. XCOM playthrough with the long war mod. You know, maybe I have wanted to play more XCOM, and generally up until this year, the main way for me to play a game was to actually just play it as part of a Let's Play or whatever. Recently, though, I've been playing a little bit more things like off camera, which is nice. Like, I'm trying to play a little bit of Tales of Neon Sea and such, but yeah, it takes a lot of time. I want to finish Valheim. I mean, I finished my own game of Valheim, but I do have a server that I kind of want to get dealt with too, but there's a lot of just like progression stuff that just takes a long time. But yeah, XCOM, that could be fun. I haven't really thought about it for a while, so you guys kind of reminded me about this stuff, so that was good. Gets those wheels churning, and if people are interested in it, then that's good. Okay, so we also have to work on combo pack not really showing up, and bikes in garages not showing up. But some of them do. Some of the things show up, but not those. Subway, yes. And oh, some of the controlled buildings don't show up either. Controlled buildings not showing up either. Gotta fix those. Probably like biome specific stuff that's probably causing the issues. I don't know. We'll see. So, and fix this error. Boom. That. There. All right. Bam. This is where I'm calling it. I'm going to save this, and we will hopefully do more streaming sometime soon, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. It's always great having people to talk to whilst, you know, streaming. I greatly appreciate your presence here. It's marvelous. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably try to work out some kind of schedule. Saturdays seem to be the main day that I do this, but I was hoping to do it a couple more times a week. Which I can probably do because I'm putting Subnautica out a little less frequently just because it's taking quite a bit of time to get resources and such. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so it's been fun doing more modding, and I guess I will see you soon. So, luck T-Dove, and see you later, Jack. Yeah. We'll